Also, I think that when, hence the worn out, right? When you're
Absolutely.
always, when every single minute is planned. I also find that over the years, this is so funny. Whenever I go on vacation and I'm truly like completely relaxed, I'm not thinking about work, whatever, I'll get like 10 people contact me about writing and advertising for the magazine out of the blue. It's always like, my ex used to say to me, like, Di, why don't you go on vacation? Because, we want to generate some more revenue. Because every time you go, like, that's what happens. And I think that, like, I get into this, it's almost like when I have everything planned, I end up doing a lot of busy work. I'm not necessarily even accomplishing that much because I'm forcing myself to work. I could just be checking email all day long, right? So I'm not really focusing. I'm like in the business, not working on the business, not, coming up with new ideas and things like that. I'm more about, I got to do the day to day every single day. And I find when I do something spontaneous, or I do have time off or whatnot, I come back definitely with a different attitude and more refreshed, and I'm more productive.
And the American culture is not conducive to taking decent vacations.
Mm-mm.
Obviously, I come from Europe. We go away for 2 weeks every summer. I don't do that anymore, but that was the norm, is that you go away and you switch off completely. You're going, in those days, not so much I'm sure now, but in those days when you left, you'd know, well, there wasn't even Wi-Fi in those days. I mean, you were lucky even if you had a TV. So you were literally doing what you went to do, maybe reading books or whatever, but you had no contact with your family or the rest of the world. So completely switching off. And there's a lot more vacation time in those countries. So the American culture does not work towards having that spontaneity. The other way is that, for me personally, how I learned to be okay with doing nothing was being sick for a long period of time. And you don't want to do it that way. You want to get it before you have to be sick.
That's happened to me.
And walk from one room to the other room. That's a major accomplishment.
Yeah. Usually I'll get some sort of cold or whatever, and my intuition says to me, like just my higher entity says to me, like, you're sick because the universe forced you to take time off, right? Yeah. Like, this is why you're sick. It's not random.
Yeah, exactly.